Well, it's time for Halloween. September 1st, 4th, 5th, 5th. But it's the 1st of September, and I'm going to be gone the first 2 weeks of October, so we need to start now. So today I put the fence up. Here, let's go run real fast. Let's go run. Let's go run. We're running. We're running. It's the RV. Oh, it's the RV. It's the RV. It's the RV. Okay, see? Fence is up. Boom. That's my mailman pathway. Yeah. And my pathway to get into the cemetery for the rest of the stuff. But yeah. So, cemetery is up. Well, cemetery fence is up. And putting up the fence is half the battle. So, now I'm making several different props. So you've seen these on Facebook probably. These are the barrels. There's another one right there. I have lights for these now. I just need to get another fog machine for that one. And then I need to cut the hole in the back of that one to get the light in there and everything. So these are going to be done in a couple days. But the prop that I'm working on today and this weekend is this guy. So to preface this, I saw this prop back at Transworld in 2021. Ashley was there, I was not. And she saw this prop at this vendor. And I'm trying to decide if I should tell who the vendor is or not. But it's... So the thing is that years ago, Transworld was only for pro haunts and people that could prove they had a lot of money, basically, which makes sense. It's a trade show. It's not a convention. And they eventually started letting in home haunters. Well, there are plenty of home haunters that spend a good amount of money, Nate, on props for their home haunt. There are a lot of them that make their own and spend very, very little with vendors, maybe from Froggies and Fright Props and you know, Ned's LEDs, things like that, where you're going to get your little bits and pieces. I mean, I can't make an LED by myself. I mean, I can't make the actual LED bulb, you know, so I can't make a fog machine, things like that. So those kind of companies, that's fine. But some of the bigger companies sell props that are higher priced for pro haunts. They're way better quality, they're going to last a lot longer, and they made them, which means the pro haunts didn't have to make them and didn't have to find somebody to make them, do all the painting, do all the stuff, you know, so it's time versus money. And a lot of pro haunts would rather just have to spend the money than take the time to make it, because they can spend the money all day long and buy all their props way faster than they can build them. And then they get delivered in July or August, and they put them up, you know. So that is cool, and it's a needed part of the industry. Well, once they let the home haunters in, some of the vendors didn't like that, because they would walk up to their stuff, look at their products, and say, "I can make that by myself." And then, you saw that, it was right there, big old mosquito. So you would go in there and you would not well, for a while you couldn't take pictures and video, but people still did. But now it's pretty much free. It's free roam. But they would get mad because they'd be like, well, that's a lost sale. When in all reality, that home hunter was never going to buy it anyways. So, you know, you're not losing a sale, you're inspiring somebody to make something, whether or not it's exactly like that. I don't think anybody can make an exact replica of somebody else's thing. It's really hard to do. Even the thing that I'm making now has differences. So I guess I probably will say. So it was Beastcraft, and they make these corpse skeletons that are hanging on candle things, and candle stands. And anyways, weird noises coming from over there. So I saw it. She took a picture of it. It's on their website, things like that. So I'm taking it and making it my own, mainly because I can't afford to buy it. And I'm moving, so I can't afford to buy it anyways. I had almost all this stuff laying around. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the bits and pieces. I'm not going to show you exactly how to make it. You can pretty much do this on your own and figure it out on your own if you want to. But before it gets too dark. So you corpse a skeleton, preferably in this type of fashion, because he's going to be hanging from some chain. So the arms right there is where the chains will be holding him up. He'll also be zip tied to the post as well. So then I went along, not the pillars, this is my thing. So I got a 2x2, got a 2x2, got some more 2x2 stuff, and then I made, these are dowels, and then I hole saw, a 4-inch hole saw, these discs. So the one from Beastcraft does not have these, and there's your cups, and there's single candles in there. Mine are going to be 3 set candles instead of one. So I am changing it up, but it is their idea. It's their creation. I'm just making a modification for myself. I don't really need to, whatever. Anyways, so I cut all the wood and did all that, painted it all up. The holes you see right there, those are going to be for the, sorry, I had a mosquito again. Those are going to be for the wires for the LEDs. So I then went, see, and there's the other one right there. So there's going to be 2 of them. We went and we made candles. So you got all these candles. Alexa, patio lights on.
Okay.
Alexa, mute. Sorry, now your thing's gonna do that at home. That's funny. So we made some candles. Me and Elizabeth made some candles. And so we're going to wire these up with LEDs. And we're going to put them on those stands. So they're going to go right there on those stands. So I made 10 sets of 3. And they're going to go on all those right there. We're going to use a mixture of power adhesive, liquid nails type of things, and then also we're going to put more hot glue on the bottom of them, so that then the hot glue will drip down from the base of the candles onto the cups and off of that as well. We are also going to add cobwebs to it and chain. The one at Beastcraft, the skeleton had clothes on it. Ours is not. Ours is just going to have there's the other one right there. He's sitting there chilling out, getting a tan. So he's going to be, they're just going to be on there. These are going to, they're going to flank the 12-foot skeleton. So the 12-foot skeleton is going to be in the middle. I'm going to have hay bales around it, and these are going to be either stuck into the hay bales, or directly behind it. So when people can sit or stand on the hay bales and take a picture, they'll have these 2 skeletons on either side with the candles lit up, and then with the 12-foot skeleton above them. So that's one of my photo op ideas. The other photo op idea is going to be these barrels. If I can get one more barrel, Tater had a really good idea. Tater from Froggy's Fog had a really good idea for me to take, basically is to make the face start like down here and go down to the bottom of this. And I've got those spirit flame, they look like spirit flame, like flame. They've got the lights, and they've got the fabric that goes up and the air. They're usually in front of my mausoleum. Well, I have a third one that I've never been able to do anything with. So the idea is to put the LED light down here, or a fire and ice bulb, and then have the flame come out the top. So I probably would cut a slit on the top for where it is, cut a good 3 or 4 times the width of the fabric up here, and so it would go across like this, and then the flame and the lights would come out of this, so it looks like he's a big flaming pumpkin. So I like that idea. By the way, if you saw on Facebook where we had the 2 ideas of how to paint these things, this is the dry brush method. This was Tater's idea, and that was the sponge method, and that was my idea. I'm leaving both of them because I like them both, and they need to be different. So if I get a third one, I'm going to do the flame thing with it. If not, then I'm just going to have these 2, and probably for Halloween they're either going to flank the driveway on either side of it, or they're going to be next to each other where you can stand in between them. But generally, people can still stand next to one of them and take a picture. And I haven't figured out any more photo ops yet, mainly because I haven't gotten everything out. Obviously, the mausoleum will be a photo op, because they can stand around it, and people do that all the time anyways, so now they can do it with the rest of the stuff. But we'll see what else I decide. I'll look through the rest of my Halloween stuff, and we'll see if there's any other photo ops that I think about. But I like the hay bale ideas and stuff like that. You don't want 5 or 6 photo ops in the driveway. You want only a couple, so that people aren't sitting around forever. I'll probably get a couple of those ring lights and a couple tripods so people can put their cameras on there and do it themselves. So yeah, so that's kind of what we've been doing these last couple of last couple of weekends here, and last couple nights as we've been doing the barrels, we've been doing these, and then also I need to fix, as you can tell over here, that green one has detached from his base, but actually that's a good thing because now I can put the base down, put the rebar through it, and then slide him back on top, and then it's done. So I'm probably going to repaint these a little bit because the base got really I didn't put a clear coat on it, so I'm gonna put more paint on those and then base or cover it with clear coat. But yeah, I've already gotten into it. Let's go see before it gets super dark over here. Let's go see see, there's the other one right there. It's like, oh, you can't even see it. Okay, well, it's half empty because the fencing was all back there. So there's some fencing back. There's some crow. See, there's a crow right there. They look like ducks. But yeah, that's the cemetery fencing for the side by the RV. And I'm not putting that up right now because the RV's still there. I'll probably put it up in a cup probably next weekend. So that's what we've been doing. Oh, also, we did a make and take for Monster Mud. And I made another one of these. But this one's going to be for somebody. I love this guy. He's super cool. So he's going to be holding a lantern, and then he's got the stick right here. I'm going to make a scythe for it. So he'll have the scythe in that hand going up and over, and then he'll have the lantern in that hand. And then the other thing I'm doing in the process, that has been emptied because it's up for sale on Facebook Marketplace, the whole thing, the deck and everything. I have emptied out everything back there except for the wheelbarrow and the pool, that little kiddie pool that I use for Monster Mud. That's broken, so it needs to go in the garbage. So does the wheelbarrow. Basically, every like 3 or 4 days, I'm going through a section of the yard to get rid of stuff. And I already did a ton of stuff. Gave a ton of stuff away for free the other day, but we got a lot of stuff to burn, and then I'm going to get rid of all the chairs. And it's just going to be a process, a step process. These are going to get burned, not that, but the pillars. Yeah, that's what's been going on at Scare Hollow. So this is technically not a destination Lone Star because we're still here. And this is Scare Hollow now. I'll do an update on the move to Texas probably sometime this week. It'll probably just be a me talking to you vlog, but we'll see. We'll see what I put together. So, all right, well, hunt on.